Hi everyone, welcome back to our weekly grocery haul meal plan video where we are trying to feed a family of 4 on $100 a week. My name is Jackie and we are enjoying life's journey. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to go through the haul all the way and show each individual dinner like I have been doing, but instead I want to show you how did I create the meal plan for the entire month of March. How do I create my shopping list to go to the store, and how do I stay on budget while at the store? And hopefully this helps you in some way. The first things first, I mentioned this in the few haul videos, was that I came up with like a master meal list. My writing is hard to see, but basically what I did was I came up with our go-to meals that are easy. Maybe they don't have that many ingredients, but more importantly, I don't need a recipe to refer to make these meals. And I wanted to try to put together at least 30 meals or so to see if I had 30 meals that we could do, so I could rotate through them once I had my monthly plan, and then I could just rotate through that month after month, and then we'd only be eating each meal roughly once a month. So the first thing I did was I came up with a few food categories. So the first one was Italian foods. I have like my Mexican type foods, and then I put on here my home style / Asian foods. So my husband is Filipino, so he has certain meals that he is used to making, that he likes to make, that we enjoy, and then I have certain meals that kind of like I grew up with or things like that. So they're not necessarily home style or country cooking, right? But it's just more of our background cooking, if you will. Start off with my Italian meals. So I said spaghetti, but then I said it could be spaghetti with meat sauce, it could be spaghetti with meatballs, or it could be spaghetti with chicken parmesan. So that gives me 3 different spaghetti meals. I have lasagna. For those of you who watched a few, basically my first grocery haul video for you guys in February, we made a spinach lasagna out of my kids' cookbook. So this one I do need a recipe for, and it is a little more intricate, but I did put on here the spinach lasagna. That was my very first time ever making it, and then I also put or meat, so I could try to do a meat lasagna as well. We have pizza. I know some people do pizza once a week. I like pizza every once in a while, but not all the time, so we'll have it like maybe we're gonna do it maybe once a month. My kids, however, like pizza more often, so they have like the mini deep dish pizzas that we do in the air fryer that they can do for lunches or after school snacks. So these are basically meals I'm talking about are for dinners, okay? I have my baked ziti or baked penne pasta with the sausage sauce. We have our Asiago chicken or shrimp, or chicken and shrimp. We have macaroni and cheese, or like a shells and cheese type dish, and usually this is served with chicken. And then we have like a Parmesan pasta or like an Alfredo pasta. Okay, so those were kind of like my Italian type dishes. The Mexican dishes I put on here, I put tacos. So we have chicken tacos, beef tacos, and pork tacos. Enchiladas, cheese enchiladas or chicken enchiladas. This is like my Mexican chicken that I call it, but sometimes we make it's in the crock pot, sometimes we make it with just chicken, sometimes we make it with chicken and sausage, sometimes I make it with lentils, sometimes I make it with lentils and sausage, but basically it gives me a few variations of this recipe that I can do once a month. The other one is kind of like breakfast burritos, and then tostadas or taquitos, something with beans. Okay. And then like I mentioned, the other ones like the home style / Asian type meals. So we have stew. We can do stew with beef or pork. We have caldereta, which is basically the Filipino version of stew. We have my barbecue pulled pork or pulled chicken, and we can do this as sandwiches, or I like to do it on a baked potato sometimes. We have pork chops. I like to do it with the honey mustard sauce, but basically we do a pork chop night. We have a chili, so we could either do a bean chili, a beef chili, or a chicken chili, so we have a few options with the chili. We have hamburgers. We have hot dogs. I like doing chili dogs. We have ramen with eggs and veggies. Pancit, this is another Filipino dish. Fried rice, Ricky likes to make fried rice. We have steaks on the grill. We have my buffalo chicken wraps. We have the tater top bake that I've done, or the stovetop stuffing bake, so kind of like a bake. We have like a chicken and veg or chicken and rice type meal. or like the chicken with the pastaroni type stuff. And then we have chicken with nuggets and fries that we like to do in the air fryer. So I was able to come up with quite a few easy go-to meals that I don't really need a recipe for. And a lot of these I don't need too many ingredients for. So then, how did I put it together to make a meal plan? Well, for those of you who know me best, I do like Excel. So let's go on Excel because I made an Excel sheet. Alright, so obviously you can use a piece of paper, you can use a calendar. So I kind of just created like a calendar type layout on my Excel sheet, and this is for March. So a few things that you can do: you can have a theme night like Taco Tuesday. You could have it set where we have this protein on a set day, you know, or however you want to do it. So kind of what I ended up doing was Sundays, eggs. So like fried rice we make with eggs and bacon. Pancit we actually make with chicken, but in a pinch we have done it with eggs. Ramen and eggs, breakfast burrito, so we have those type of egg type things. On the side here I put in parentheses kind of how I'll be cooking it, so whether it's on the stovetop or the oven or the crock pot. So Mondays I made it as a crock pot day, and this is just because Mondays are my home blessing hour, or my home reset, if you will. So I don't want to spend a lot of time cooking, and my girls are out of school early, so usually we're busy doing stuff, you know, when they get out of school. So I wanted something easy, so crock pots, but we're going to be basically keeping it to chicken or pork. So I have my Mexican chicken. Again, I have a few different ways that I can do this. So let's say in March, you know, I did it with just the chicken. So in April maybe I do the chicken and the sausage. The next month I'll do lentils, you know, things like that. We have the pulled barbecue pulled pork and pulled chicken. I do not cook it in the barbecue sauce. We keep it separately because Ricky is not that big of a fan on barbecue. I love barbecue, so I cook it, I shred it up, and then he can season it or eat it however he wants. But again, these are in the crock pot, and then the buffalo chicken wrap. So pretty much 2 days where I do just shredded chicken without really any seasoning, and then shredded pork, and then we kind of switch it up. The Mexican chicken one, I do have taco seasoning, things like that that I have. Taco Tuesday, you know, Mexican Tuesday for that type of night. So we have our beef tacos, we have our tostadas, we have our pork tacos, we have our enchiladas, and we have our chicken tacos. The beef tacos I do on the stove, tostadas, you know, warming up the beans and stuff on the stove. The pork will come from the crock pot. So if you notice here, we'll do pulled pork with barbecue sauce, and then I can use the leftover pork on the next day for tacos. Enchiladas I bake in the oven, and then chicken, again, this is in the crock pot, and you notice here we'll have shredded chicken from the wraps, and then that will guide over into the chicken for the tacos. So I most likely on 2 of these Tuesdays I will not actually be cooking the chicken again or the pork. It will be leftover from the day before. Wednesday I put as chicken day, but I also put these are kind of like the meals that are just like the easy, more processed meals, if you will. So frozen nuggets and fries in the air fryer. Like I said, our macaroni and cheese or our shells and cheese, our Parmesan, which is basically the pastaroni type meal, another nugget and fry night in the air fryer, and then the chicken, like a chicken and veg or chicken and rice or rice-a-roni or something like that. So we have the air fryer, the stove, and the oven if I want to do like a baked chicken with vegetables like that. Thursdays I said let's make that the Italian night, I guess, and I actually might switch this because Thursday is normally the day I go grocery shopping, so I actually would prefer to have an easier meal, so I might switch it with the chicken meal. I don't know, but we have our Asiago chicken, we have spaghetti. Again, I can rotate between whether we're doing chicken parm or meatballs. We have the baked ziti or the baked penne, the lasagna, the pizza. Again, shows whether it's on the stove, in the oven, or the air fryer, the oven. And then Friday is basically any type of our pork, chicken, and beef, because that's what our primary thing. If you notice, we don't really eat fish. Ricky likes fish. I don't like fish. I only like crab legs, so that's more of a very big splurge. Ricky still has fish. He has like actual tuna, not like the canned tuna, but he has like tuna and some whitefish. He has all that stuff on hand as well, so he can always switch it up if he wants. But we have our tater tot bake or the stovetop bake that we've done. We have our chili. Again, I can decide, am I going to do bean chili or chicken chili or what? Our chili dogs or hot dogs, our pork chops, and again, you see this, whether it's the oven, the stove, the crock pot, the grill, air fryer. And then Saturday I put as our grill / crock pot, and the meat is going to be beef. So we have our caldereta, burgers on the grill, our beef stew, and then our steaks on the grill. So what's going on with my colors? Well, today I'm filming this, happens to be the day that we're going to be going shopping. So the green, this was what I had planned last week. If you guys watched the grocery haul, starting on Thursday, you saw these meals: the Asiago, tater tots, caldereta, fried rice, Mexican chicken sausage, tostadas, shells, and cheese. We did not end up making the Asiago, so I made this red. The other ones were green because those were made, and then the white one is because I'm going to be making, we'll be eating that instead, or tonight instead. So here's the thing. Even though I put it on the day of the week, I may not necessarily want to eat it on that day. So when I go shopping, I make my shopping list. I buy those, 7 meals, the ingredients for those 7 meals, and then I can pick and choose on what days we end up doing it. Also, when I ended up doing my chicken in the caldereta, there was so much left over. I did not need the extra meals. So that's another thing for me to consider. I may not necessarily need 7 dinners. I may only need 5 or 6 dinners. So that's something to take into consideration. So for this particular week, we're not going to do spaghetti because we still have the ingredients for Asiago. So these reddish orange, this is showing like what we're going to have for this week's shopping. So we're going to do the Asiago, we're going to do a bean chili, we're going to do burgers, we're going to do pancetta. My husband's going to make pancetta. We're going to do pulled pork. Now we can do sandwiches or on a baked potato. I still have potatoes, and we'll be buying buns for the burgers, so we can do it either way. And then we'll be able to do the pork tacos, and then we're just going to do like a pastaroni, the little angel hair. I like the little pastaroni angel hair parmesan type things with like chicken and veggies on the side. So this tells me this is what I'm going to be making for the week. And then you can see how I just rotate through everything here. So then next month, I can literally just start at the top again and rotate through it. Now, how do I come up with my shopping list? So the first thing I do, here's my shopping list for today that we're going to be having. I write the dinners right here. I also take note of how much money am I going to have while I'm at the store. So Ricky is going to be buying his bag of rice, his jasmine rice, the 20 or 25 pound bag. He's going to be buying that at Lily's. So I already put on here that estimated he's going to be spending about $30 over there. We have about $115 this week because we had $5 rollover from last week, and we budgeted $110. We have around $85 while we're at Walmart to account for our food and any personal care items or household items we need. I do need tampons, so we're going to be buying tampons. So I basically am going to have around $70 to $75 for the food. So then what I do when I'm making my shopping list is I always shop at Walmart, and I shop at the same Walmart. So I know exactly how it's laid out. So I come in the store, I go over to the personal care items if I need anything, and then I head over to the back of the food where all of the like sour cream and yogurt section is. And I can close my eyes when I'm making my list, and I can see my store. So I picture myself going through the store, and I look in my cupboard and my fridge as I'm walking through my store mentally and looking at our dinner. We have set things that we buy for snacks and breakfast type things. Ricky uses leftovers for lunch. I eat more like a brunch, so I eat breakfast stuff at lunchtime, and then I eat dinner, and then if I'm hungry again, I'll eat leftovers again, that type of thing. So we don't really buy a whole lot of stuff for lunch. It's just whatever was for dinner, but we always have breakfast stuff on hand. So as I walk through my store mentally, I'm going through my pantry and I'm going through my fridge. I'm looking at my list of what I need. So we're going to be doing the chili. So I'm right there by the crescent rolls. it sounds good to get some crescent rolls. So I put crescent rolls on here. Then I know my girls need some more yogurt, so I put yogurt. I know I need heavy whip for the Asiago because I forgot it last week. And then we need milk. My girls went through the milk. Then the next section I come across would be eggs, butter. We still have plenty of eggs and butter, so I don't need any of that. The next one is like the frozen section. So I do want to get some frozen broccoli and some popsicles for the girls again, and then maybe some fries, because we do have some tater tots left that we could do with the burgers, but we'll see. Then I'm over in the like right next to the frozen area is like the drinks, so I pick up my husband's NOS. So I put NOS on the side here, but that comes out of his budget. He actually already went, so I can mark that off now because he already picked up 2 cases of NOS, so I don't need to pick that up this time. Then we're by all the cheese and sandwich meat. So we need string cheese, and I need the shredded, I like the taco seasoning type cheese. So we have string cheese, shredded cheese, sandwich ham, and that's pretty much it from there. We're not going to be getting any hot dogs or bacon or sausage, so we're done with that aisle. Then comes down to the pantry items. This I do not have exactly laid out of what comes what, but I group them together on my shopping list so that I can keep note, okay, go here. So I need 2 cans of beans. I'm going to try to do 2 different types of beans. I need stewed tomatoes. I need corn. I need chili seasoning. So this is all for my chili. Snacks are somewhere around there, so we're going to get some more pretzels. I want the Parmesan noodles, that pastaroni, and I put on here angel hair. Walmart has been sold out of just the regular angel hair pasta for a very long time, so every time I go I look for it, and if they have it I'm going to buy 4 of them because they're only like 80 something cents. But fingers crossed they have them. They haven't had them for a while, but I put it on there because I would like to get it. Then we're around the meat section, so I know I need ground beef for the hamburgers, and I need a pork roast to do in the crock pot. We still have tons of chicken left, so I don't need to get any chicken. Now we're in like the bread aisle, so I need the Nutella for my girls, we need a regular loaf of bread, and I need buns for the hamburgers / pork sandwiches. Then we're in the vegetable type fruits and vegetable area, so I know we need a bag of tortoise lettuce. I say tortoise lettuce, but it's just mixed lettuce, right? We're going to do a bag of apples. I say +1. So we'll do either grapes or strawberries or oranges. I kind of depend. This depends on how much of the budget I still have left when I get to that section to see what I can get. I want to get some coleslaw because I am doing the pulled pork this time, more baby carrots, and more of my dip that I like for my carrots. So this is my shopping list. Do I know if that's $70 worth of food? Not really. However, I've bought these same items so many times, I have a rough idea of what they cost. And what I do is when I'm in the store, and I'll show you this briefly as well, but when I'm in the store, I use my calculator. And each item, I round up to the next dollar. So if it's $1, I just say, okay, it's $1. But if it's $1.19, $1.58, I say it's $2. And the reason I do that is 1, to account for sales tax, but 2, it ensures that I'm within my budget. As I'm going through the store, if I notice I'm getting really close to, my $100, or in this case I'll have $70 or $75. If I notice I'm getting really close to that and I'm not even halfway through my list again, or halfway through my list, then I'm going to start looking and say, okay, well, what can I take off of here? Maybe we get rid of the pretzels. We still have popcorn. We don't really need the pretzels. We get rid of, maybe we don't do buns. Like normally I don't use a bun for my burger anyway, I just use lettuce. So maybe we don't do buns and we use lettuce or bread instead. So we can look at that. But if I get down to the end and let's say I still have like $5 or $6 left, then I can go back and say, okay, well, you know what, let's go ahead and try to make our chili. Let's try to stock up on the chili recipe. So instead of getting 2 cans of beans, maybe I get 4 cans of beans or something like that. So that's how I do it. I'll take you guys into the store briefly to see if I can get all of this for $70 or $75. I think I can, because I've kind of, like I said, gone through and done the math myself based on what I've spent on these items in the past. So it should work out, but we'll check in real quick and I'll just show you real fast what we got, and I'll show you the receipt, and then that will be that. Alright, so I'm over here by the crescent rolls, so we're going to start adding $1.79. So I'm going to
say $2. The girls like the Go-Gurts, but they're almost like $5. They like the Danimals, but they're almost $5, so we're not gonna get those. We're gonna try the light vanilla. It comes with 4. It's $1.82. I'm gonna round up. Now on to the heavy whip. That's $2.74, so we're gonna say $3. We are gonna get regular milk as well. So the half-gallon whole milk is $1.75 or $73, so we're gonna say $2. Frozen area. Get some frozen broccoli because that's all my kids eat: broccoli and carrots. Now usually I see some for $1, but they're not. I think they're sold out. So there's $1.12. I think I'll just get 2. So I'm gonna say $3. I'm gonna look at our French fries. Alright, we'll do the crinkle cut, $1.68. So these popsicles are $2.57. So I say 3. Over to the string cheese. Alright, so my daughter wanted the one with the sausage that Ricky had. She actually liked that one. That's $3.48. Oh my gosh, so $4. So we're gonna get another thing of regular string cheese. It's $2.84. We get the Fiesta blend. That's 3. So what do we got so far? It is, we're going to a birthday party, so we got a birthday present. The individual packs I usually get, they used to be like 54 cents. It's saying 84 cents, so I'm not gonna buy that. I have some other packaged thinly sliced smoked ham for $2.68. We'll go with that one. So we're gonna say 3. So I need stewed tomatoes and beans. Right here's some sliced stewed tomatoes for 79 cents. So we're gonna say $1. Yeah. So usually I get the angel hair pasta. It was like 88 cents before, but it's Saturday, or it's a different day, so this is 92 cents. But they don't even have that. They have thin spaghetti, but no, I don't need it quite yet, so I'll wait another week. The corn, so 54 cents, so $1. So this has dark red kidney beans, pinto beans, black beans in chili sauce. 72 cents. Do another can, but here's the deal. I think I'm only going to use 1 can, so I'll have like a backup. $1. Fine, I'll buy the seasoning packets. $1. We're by the meat now, so I'm going to head over to the ground beef. All right, so the ground beef, the one I usually get, surprisingly, is not the cheapest one this time, so I'm getting a different one. It's $3.78, so I'm going to say plus 4. Okay, so I need a roast. I want a pork. I want $4.41. So plus 5. Oh, I did need to get the Parmesan noodles, so I need to go back. Parmesan, it's $1. So it's the same as if we got the macaroni and cheese, but I like this pasta better. It's something that I can eat, not just my kids. Like the small, thin pretzel sticks. So these are $1.98, so I'm gonna say $2. Okay, when you get to the bread aisle, Nutella, $2.24. I'll grab my bread. Bread is 93 cents. Now I like the potato buns, $2.24. I was gonna get my home ranch dip, but I don't think I'm gonna get it this week because Ricky spent a little bit more at Lily's. So we gotta get the apples, $5 for apples. Okay, I'm gonna get the coleslaw. Cost $2.74. Get the smaller container. So I can get my baby carrots. It's $1.07. Okay, I think that's it. We're gonna head to checkout. So it's a light trip. All right, we're all loaded up. It was $111.50. We had some birthday stuff. So the first 2 on there, the $9.98 and the $20.88 in the gift bag, $3.98. All of these 3 are for giving. My tampons, so it's personal care. These next 2 items are like personal care as well. They're like, my daughter's wanted some fake nails. And then all the rest of this you can see is food. So what I like to do is like I said, I round up to the next $1. So we had 10 plus 21 plus 4. We spent 35 on giving. Personal care was 6 plus 5 plus 2, so 13 on personal care, plus the 35, 48. minus the 111.63.5 on our food. So that's what I do. So this is what you guys see what you see at the end, right? So we had 35 for giving, 13 for personal care, 63.50 for food. Ricky spent about 46, so he spent 109 on food. It looks like we went over about $7 something, but I'm at home now. I'm gonna put all these away. Basically, the girls' nails that they got, that's like $5, $6. That was basically that $7. So they have some of their own money from when they do chores, and we put that in an account, and part of it's marked for saving, part of it's for giving, part of it's for spending. So that will actually come out of their spending portion. So when I do the budget on Friday, you'll see that I'll basically be changing on their side. I'll be subtracting that out of their account, so that will be spent. And then giving is a whole separate line item on our budget, so I'll be adjusting the budget to reflect. But that was it. So I hope you liked this video this week. I kind of showed you how I came up with my meal plan for the entire month of March, how I go about getting my grocery list, and then how do I stay on budget while in the store. So obviously you saw there's a few items on my list I didn't end up getting. So basically when you make your grocery list, when you're shopping, you want to keep in mind what are the few items that are a must, like you have to get them, and what are a few items that you don't really necessarily need to get, but you would like to get it if it's within budget. Also, I did notice, because I didn't shop on Thursday, I shopped on Saturday, there were a few things that the price was higher than if I shop on Thursday. So the only reason I shopped on Saturday this week is because Ricky was home from work, so it kind of threw me off. But all right, thanks for watching. See you next week. Bye.